Hi guys, my name is Amber, and for today's video I want to do a recent reads video. So I'm going to be talking about the books I've read in April and May, because I kind of did one already in the beginning of the year from January to March. And I've been doing these because I haven't really been reading that much, unfortunately. But yeah, literally right now, even for just April and May, I only have, I think, 5 books. So yeah, my reading kind of sucks so far. But hopefully in June and for the rest of the year I can just change that. Also, I don't want to post this with the intention of everyone thinking like, oh, she hasn't mentioned anything about the whole Black Lives Matter movement, which is a very important thing, and I'm definitely for it, and I don't want you to think I don't care about it or anything, that I'm just making these videos trying to ignore what's going on because it's something that we shouldn't ignore, and I, along with everyone else, should be refusing to ignore because it's not even possible to ignore at this point. And it's not a trend or anything, you know, it's the lives of these people. This is their lives and something that they have to live with. And so I'm fully in support of Black Lives Matter. But I'm definitely going to put some links in the description box, just for like donating things and for different Black YouTubers, and some videos of that they have posted about what they've mentioned on their take on this and everything. Now that I've said my whole kind of spiel on, you know, that, I'm gonna go ahead and move into the first books. So these were the first books I finished in April. I'm just putting them together because they were the series, but the Tea Dragon Society, and then the Tea Dragon Festival. Look at these beautiful books. Ow, I just hit myself. By Katie O'Neill. These are so cute. But yes, so the first one is about what is it called? The blacksmith apprentice, or her name is Greta, and you know, she's, you know, trying to do her thing, become a blacksmith, but then she discovers this world of the tea dragons and all that, and it's kind of like an ancient thing, like nobody really talks about it anymore, and it's kind of like, you know, old news. It's not really a thing of topic, and she discovers it and she's like, what, why hasn't nobody, like, you know, talked about this or whatever, and it just kind of goes on from there, and she meets all the people, and then yeah, it's so cute and wholesome. And so is the second book, you know, with the sequel. It kind of goes in to the past, actually, like, so this one is kind of like the present, I'm guessing, and then this one goes into the past because it shows some of the characters in here, but it shows them when they were younger, but in this one. So yeah, it's very interesting. I'm very excited for the third one. I think that's coming out in September this year. The next book I read was I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter by Erica L. Sanchez. And so this book is about Julia, and so she is Mexican. She's from Mexican descent. And so her parents are actually immigrants, and they're from Mexico. And then they moved here to the States, and they had their kids or whatever. But then her older sister, she's the younger sister, her older sister Olga actually passes away, but her older sister was like the perfect Mexican daughter, as it says here, and she was, you know, just this upstanding citizen to her parents, like she was perfect. But then she passes away, and so now Julia's here, and they're like, Julia kind of does her own thing. She's more Americanized. She doesn't want to, you know, listen to all the traditional things that her parents are telling her to do. You know, she wants to be just like normal to what her terms are, and it's kind of a mystery / coming of age kind of thing, because they kind of discover that Olga wasn't, well, more like Julia, her little sister, discovers that her older sister Olga wasn't perfect. Like, she starts to go through her things, and she's like, oh shoot, like my sister was doing some things and she was not a perfect daughter, and she's kind of like just struggling with herself to tell her parents or not tell her parents, leave this perfect image in her parents' mind or what, and discovering some, like, it's like there's like this mystery aspect. Okay, so I just decided to add this clip real quick because I was just stuttering like a Dumbo and I wasn't getting to the point, but basically what I was trying to say is that she starts discovering all these secrets, and then these secrets lead to a really big secret that she can't figure out, in a sense. I don't know how to explain that even now, but like, and that's kind of the mystery aspect of it. And then also it's just Julia, you know, coming of age, finding herself, and stuff like that. I gave it 4 stars, and honestly, I'm going to read off of my little Goodreads review thing, because I think I really said what I need to say. So I wrote that this book was really just real, and it was really cool to look into the life of a first-generation child, and it was just very eye-opening. And it was funny, sad, and overall beautiful. And then I stated that I suggest reading this if you feel like you want to read more on the topic of the children of immigrants, to see, you know, how their lives are, you know, from their point of view. And it definitely helped me realize how privileged I am. And yeah, those were just kind of the other little things that I wanted to mention. But yeah, I gave it 4 stars. It was really a good read. It was very eye-opening. I really enjoyed it. Next book, which is like one of my favorite, and out of all these, this is like my all-time favorite out of all of these books. I don't know if it's like my all-time favorite, but Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. So good. I have a bunch of little tabs. It was so good. So if you don't know, which I feel like you probably do, but anyways, I'll say it anyways. But it's like a group of 6 people that you wouldn't think that would come together, and they all come together and they're doing a big heist, basically. And these characters are just like my favorite ever now. I love all of them so much. Yeah, I think the main thing that really got me into it was the characters' personalities and seeing their development and their relationships, whether it be friendships or, you know, relationships, romance relationships. And yeah, I don't even know what else to say. I'm just very excited to get into Cricket Kingdom. This was so good. It was just like chef's kiss. It was so good. I really don't know what else to say, like, other than it was so good, and the characters are like awesome, and I love this world. I'm definitely excited to get into like the whole Grisha-verse world. For people, because what held me back from reading this for so long, because I've had this for like a year or something, what's held me back was the fact that I heard some people saying that you should read the Shadow and Bone series by Leigh Bardugo first, but I don't think you have to, because people were saying like you might not understand some things, but I understood pretty much everything like right away, because she kind of explains everything. So I think she explained everything well enough for me not to be able to read the Shadow and Bone series. So if you haven't read it yet and it's holding you back from reading this, I say read it. I don't know, that's just my opinion. And the last book I have to mention that I've read so far in April and May is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. I gave it 4.5 stars. Super good. Also, I didn't mention I gave Six of Crows 5 stars. Yeah, because it was really good. This one I gave 4.5. It just didn't give me that 5 feeling, but other than that, I enjoyed it so much. I read it in a 24-hour readathon though, so I feel like I need to reread it to really get my feelings on it. But it was A1 to me. So this is about Princess Lyra, and so she's a siren. And, you know, sirens are the ones that, you know, sing and lure men and, you know, trap them or whatever. And they steal their hearts. And so in this kingdom, the sirens are like higher up, and the mermaids are like ugly creatures. But I'll mention that in a second. So she's the princess of basically the whole, not even basically, she's the princess of the whole ocean. And her mom, so this is kind of like a retelling of Ariel. So she's like basically the Ariel, and then her mom is basically, why am I literally forgetting the name? The evil octopus. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so mad when I'm like editing this video. But I can't remember, but it's the evil octopus. Ursula. So she's basically Ursula. And her mom's like evil and all that, and so her mom, like Lyra does something that gets her mom mad, and so her mom decides to tell her, I'm gonna make you human, and you have to come back with this prince, his heart, and gonna give it to me. Because this prince, his name is Prince Elian, he is like he's notorious for like killing sirens, and it's pretty rare because it's like pretty unknown to man to like know how to kill the sirens. And so he's one of the people that does it, one of the only really in the kingdom. And so they want him, the mom wants them dead, because she's like, she's killing my sirens, or he's killing my sirens, so I don't want him alive, so I'm gonna send my daughter to do it. And her daughter's like, yeah, that's gonna be easy, whatever. So as her punishment is to become a human and to go on land and to kill Prince Elian. Anyways, that was way too drawn out, but yes, that is the basis of it. And of course it goes into a romance, and it was so freaking darn cute. I loved their relationship together. I think they're a really good duo. This was also kind of like a what's it called, like a traveling thing. I feel like there's a name for it, and I just keep forgetting the names for everything. All of a sudden my mind is blank. But this is like a traveling kind of story, you know. They're going on a journey and they're trying to go to this place to discover this thing. Like I can't really spoil anything. But yeah, I really liked those kind of things, those kind of journey stories. That's kind of also how Six of Crows was. They're kind of like on a journey through some of it. But yeah, this is mainly like at sea on a journey. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Highly suggest reading it. It was a cute little read. It's really short. And it's also a standalone, which is kind of shocking. But I think she was able to build the world and build the characters pretty well, like well enough in a small book like this. Alright, that's the end of my little recent reads video. I've only read 5 books so far in the past 2 months, unfortunately, but hopefully I can start picking it up and reading more. I'm currently reading, I don't have the cover on right now, but The Goblet of Fire. She's a thickie. I think this is kind of, you know, making me slow. But you know, I'm getting through. I'm still enjoying it. I'm not trying to DNF it or anything. It's really good, but it's just like, you know, it's about like 700 something pages. So I've just been slowly trying to get through it. Plus I'm annotating it. So I'm really trying to like, you know, be in it, be in the world, whatever. And then I'm also reading Permanent Record by Mary H.K. Choi. And yeah, I'm really enjoying these 2 so far. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Again, I have all the links for the Black Lives Matter movement, just like a bunch of links in the description box. Comment down below a black heart if you got this far, if you got to the end of this video. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe. Also, I've never been saying this, but you should put on the notification bell, I think, so you can get like notifications whenever I post videos if you want. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and bye.